similar to this, okay? What we do is we have these different currency pairs over here on the left, okay? So when we find a trade setup on a currency pair off a cash trap, we're gonna come over here and copy exactly what cash trap told us to go to. So if it said, go to Euro JPY, those want to scroll down over here on the left, when we find a trade it just comes down to timing. And so I always like to bank on more time than none. So if I need to roll a trade over, I will roll a trade over. So, I'm only going to risk 2% a trade. And then if we go down, we have the call option, which is a buy. That means we want price to roll a trade over. So, I'm only going to risk 2% a trade. Sell. And then if we go down, we have the call option, which is a buy. That means we want price to roll a trade over. So I'm only going to risk 2% a trade. I can find the low end of the open right here. We have the call option, which is a buy. That means we want price to roll a trade. But let's go over to the money making strategy itself. If you guys do not know what this is, if you guys do not have this is the strategy cash trap. Okay, this is cash trap. The creator of it is Matty Pips, the GOAT, my cash trap partner. And so what Matt did with cash trap is what he wanted to do is just make it very, very simplified, right? If you guys remember Steve Jobs, right, when he created the iPhone, he wanted to make it very simple, right? Because simple is easy. And so with Steve Jobs with the iPhone, he made it simple, right? And it blew up. Matt made cash trap and it's blowing up because it's simple. You guys are going to be able to master cash trap within a session or two and be able to take trades by yourself. And so I'm going to show you guys how you can master cash trap. But what I'm going to actually do is there's new trade setups coming out in just a second here. I'm going to see if I can pre-scout a trade setup. If we can get Euro USD to work up, I don't know if it will. If we can get it to work up, which I don't believe it will. Let's see. Yeah, it's already marking down, which that's what I figured. So I do not like that. So there's brand new setups that came out. I'm just going to run through them very, very quickly before we take any, just because I want to try to get us paid quick, and then I will describe why. But if we do go over, market is moving fast right now. Market is moving super fast. So I'll just type this in the chat. If we can get 0.42, on UJ, which I already missed it. You know, I did sky down. But if it does come back up, I will take a sell on USD JPY 0.42 or above, which it might give us an entry. It might give us an entry. So 0.42 or above on USD JPY. If it does come up and give us a spike up, I know it kind of worked up a little bit, but I don't think it came high enough. Watch this for just a hot second. Might give us it right now. Let's see if it pops up. Hopefully it does. But I do not, I just want to sit on a currency super long because I don't, but we missed the US or Euro USD was not really set up where we wanted it. And so if this does not give us where we want it, I will just move on, which is fine. You know, Euro USD, like I said, I want this to come up. If we can get Euro USD to work its way up into this area, actually, I think it just did. So yes, this is actually setting up super, super nice. So let's take a sell. Let's go over to EU. So 198 or below on Euro USD for a 3-minute sell. 198 or below Euro USD for a 3-minute sell. Okay, I know we are getting an up arrow, right? But I'm going to show you guys why I like this setup. The reason I love this setup is a couple of different things here. All right, a couple of different things, okay, right? A, we are hitting a resistance, right? We are smacking a heavy level of resistance that it hasn't broken in a while, right? So when we're hitting a resistance, that's telling us price has really been struggling to break that area, all right? But the first things we want to look for is obviously a down arrow, which I know we're going to get here in about 1 minute and 30 seconds. So I'm just going to roll mine over. I did jump in before you guys, but I love this trade a lot. So I'm actually going to write or draw in a couple levels of resistance that I see and explain them to you guys, okay? There's one. We will make this red and thick. So a lot of people got better entries than I did. I am if this comes up to, actually we'll take another entry right there. I will take another entry on EU. All right. I mean, this is going to be an amazing setup. Okay. So right now we are below the 200 EMA, right? We are below the 200 EMA. We're hitting a resistance. We're hitting a Bollinger Band. Got the sell symbol. We got the currency strength meter in our favor. This should absolutely reverse. This should be a huge reversal here coming up in just a couple of seconds. I mean, this thing should absolutely tank. So there we go. We got the down arrow. We got the cross down, the currency strength meter in our favor below the 200 EMA. You guys, this thing should absolutely tank. I mean, this thing should just drop. And so hopefully you guys got a second entry. I typed it out in the chat. But we are in profit on one, and the other one is right about there. So, but the reason I love this trade, you guys, is The reason I love this trade, right, is we got a down arrow. That's the very first thing we look for on cash trap. Do we have a down arrow? Right? Because if we have a down arrow, what we want to do immediately after that is we want to go over to the currency strength meter. So if we have a down arrow, right, we come over to the currency strength meter, Euro USD, Euro USD. What we want to do is if for a down arrow, we want to see that currency 2 or the bottom currency is stronger. If it's stronger, currency 2 or the bottom, that's telling us it's going to pull it down. Right? And so we have a down arrow and we have currency 2 stronger, which is telling us it's going to pull it down, right? That's 2 points. Next thing we look for is a cross down. Do we have a cross down and a cross down? Yes, we did. We were tapping and we did get it. Actually, I think we're going to be clearing trades here soon. Let's see here. Don't get spiky on us. Do not get spiky on us. It was moving really smooth. But it looks like a lot of people are clearing. A lot of people are clearing. Let's go. This thing is going to drop. This thing is going to absolutely tank.
You are a scammer and a lowlife.
So let's go. We just cleared. I just want to check the setup. We just cleared. You guys look at cross down, down arrow, resistance, down arrow, below the 200 EMA, currency strength meter in our favor. This was an amazing setup. Amazing. And it's still working down. So hopefully you guys were able to clear. I mean, I got a floating entry right here, which might be close. And I know everybody got like the 200s, but you guys, this is not, it's insane how cash trap works. And I'm going to really break it down here in just a hot second. Hopefully I don't get spiked out. And let's go. We are a quick 2-0. So if you guys are having fun and making money, let's see those dollar signs in the chat. Everybody is clearing. We have 2 and 3 and O's only. All right. All right, let's go. Winning's fun. Winning's fun and learning is more fun. So I'm going to teach you guys why we took this strategy or why we took this setup, okay? So if you guys see on Cash Trap, right, there's going to be 2 entries per setup, or 2 setups per pair. 2 setups per pair, right? Euro USD, Euro USD. But this is going to be the previous entry. Okay. So why I took that first setup, okay, is because we had an up, right? We had an up arrow. But when I saw this push all the way up into this area, I think it was right here. This is my first level of resistance I saw. Because if I come over, right? If I put a line right there, right? That was our first entry, about 96, 97. Actually, I was gonna say if it came back up to like the 15, which came up to 217, I would have taken it again. Dang. Because this thing is gonna tank. EU is gonna tank. But let me go back and let me teach you guys for a couple minutes. So, right, so we took our first entry right here, right? We still had the up arrow, but what I saw is I saw that we were still below the 200 EMA, right? That's telling us that it's in a downtrend. And then I also came over and in this previous candle, I checked the currency strength meter and it told me that that's in our favor. It's going to go down. But I got this resistance because I backtracked, right? I came all the way back and I saw this nice level of resistance. And I said, wow, price has been rejecting this area. Let's take an entry early, right? So we took an early entry, which is fine. I said we may need to roll it over. But it came up and worked a little higher, right? And when it worked a little higher, it actually worked to this level of resistance at 212. How I got that is I came over here and I saw it right here, right? Another level of resistance right here. And so that's why we took that second entry, right? We took a second entry because we had a down arrow at the time, right? We had a down arrow. Down arrow. Currency strength meter in our favor. Currency 2 was stronger than currency 1. That's in our favor. So that's 2 points. We were hitting a resistance, 3 points. We were below the 200 EMA, 4 points. I mean, that's just a bonus point. 200 EMA is a bonus point, but we had a cross down and a cross down or a tap. So, I mean, that was a 5.5 point trade, you guys. And look at that. That absolutely tanked, right? We had a little bit of rejection, and I said I would have taken it if I was paying attention, but I was teaching you guys because I knew this was going to tank. And so let's see. I know setups are about a minute late, but we got UJ. I don't really like how UJ is set up. Really don't like how UJ is set up right now, but could check EJ. You know, personally, I'd like EJ to work up to this area right here, because this is what I see, you guys, right? We have a resistance right there. Right?
Oh,
We
shit.
have a resistance. How did I find that resistance, right? Let me zoom in. How did I find that resistance? Why did I dry left? Why did I dry left?
Man, you gotta like all that, man.
Well, if we put a line right here, you guys can see we had a break and retest, right? And then it respected it, right? It broke through and then it respected it as a resistance, right? Got killed down. And then we had another breakthrough, but it respected it. And now it's respecting it, right? And so if we can get it to work its way up, I think it's going to respect it again. And then I actually know it's going to go down, because if it respects this area of resistance,
ain't nobody else.
That'll be
Just
1
me.
point. We'll be below the 200 EMA. We'll have the currency strength meter in our favor, and we'll have a down arrow. So hopefully, if we can get Euro JPY to work its way up to, 975, 979, we will take a sell on Euro JPY. But we want it to work its way up first. So what did I say for price? 977, 979. So let's just go 980. Maybe I think cash trap might be off a little bit, but let's go like 990. I will call this out in the chat early for you guys, okay? I will call this out in the chat early. And 75. So if we can get it up to 975 or above, we will take it for a sell, right? Right now, cash trap is giving us an up arrow, right? But we pre-scouted it out. Hopefully this shoots up on the new half hour. It's going to get smacked down, because you guys look at it, it's in a downtrend. It's in a downtrend. So what I'm hoping is we get a little bit of this rejection up like it had here, a little bit down, a little rejection up, and it's just going to get smacked down. So hopefully this pushes up. Get ready, get ready. I typed it in the chat. If this does get smacked up, we will take it. Okay, we will take Euro JPY if it gets pushed up.
Dang, you gotta get right.
So we have about 45 seconds left in this candle. Hopefully this pushes up for us. Hopefully it pushes up.
Euro JPY.
There's 976. So I did get in at 976. I typed it in the chat. So hopefully you guys were all able to enter EJ. I typed it in the chat super, super early for everybody. So hopefully you guys were all able to get in and enter, because guys, guess what? In 5 seconds, we're going to get a down arrow on Euro. Holy cow, UJ tanked. Euro tanked. I'm just checking out new trade ideas here quick. Let's actually go over to as well. So let's go over to Euro USD and let's take it right. Oh my gosh. That gave me a terrible entry. That gave me a terrible entry. That thing, oh geez. But I just called it out. 230 or above is exactly where it is now. 230 or above on Euro USD. I mean, we got the down arrow, we got the resistance again, the cross down, Bollinger Bands, currency strength meter. And if you guys took EJ, we are also in profit. So if you guys took EJ, we are also in profit. There we go. Yeah, I got a terrible entry on EU. I'm gonna have to even take another. But we are clearing EJ here shortly. So if you guys are clearing EJ, type it in the chat. We are officially gonna be 3-0. We are gonna be 3-0 here in just a couple of seconds. So we are gonna be 3-0 right now. Let's go, baby. Not even close. These trades aren't even close, you guys. Cash Trap is the money maker, right? EJ, it said it was going down, right? EU, it said it's going down. So let's go. Oh my gosh, don't tell me to break the brokers. So if I need to roll EU, I will. If I need to roll EU, I will. So I'm going to roll it one time right now. I got a terrible entry. I'm going to type roll if needed in the chat. I just typed rolled if needed in the chat. So this might work up a little higher, which is fine. I mean, this is turning out just to be in an even better trade. This is turning out to be just even in an even better trade, to be completely honest. So I do still believe this is going to work down. You know, this is an amazing setup still. And so roll it if you need to. Roll if you need to. Let's see, down arrow, currency strength. So DXY is giving us a call above, so it's telling us the dollar is going to gain strength. So it's telling us that EU is going to tank. It is telling us that Euro USD is going to tank because the dollar is about to gain a ton of strength. So I'm still in EU. As you guys can see, I'm still in. I might even take a second entry just because I got a terrible first one. A terrible first entry. Let's go to see what it's saying. I might just push this over to be safe. Actually, I got a couple seconds. Got a couple seconds on it. Let's see. New setups are coming out in 24 seconds. I'll just say roll again if needed. Let's see. Checking the chat and checking this new setup. So I'm gonna take. Let's see here. I took a second entry on EU. You got the down arrow, currency strength meter, Bollinger Bands, 200 EMA, the dollar's gaining strength. Let's go. So I told you guys I took a second entry on EU, and I did tell you guys to roll the first entry over. I told you guys in the chat to roll your first entry over. Let's go, let's go. So I expired my very first entry we just took on EJ. I expired that at 42.27. So I have about 6 or 7 more minutes. And my second entry, I expire in about 30. In about 25 seconds. So, you guys, this is an amazing setup, though, right? The DXY is hitting a support, about to get the cross up, up arrow. And what the DXY is, it's a dollar, right? So if the dollar is going to be gaining strength, what's that mean? That means that Euro USD is going to be tanking, right? It's going to drop. So I'm about to clear my second entry. If you guys took second entries with me, we are officially 4-0 right now, baby. We are officially 4-0, and we still have one more entry in the market. And so, I'm just going to let this one rock a little bit, and I'm going to explain this again, you guys, right? Right now, what Cash Trap does, you guys, it breaks it down into a point system. Okay? How you guys can get those points is by just breaking it down. Up or down arrow, 1 point, right? Right now we're getting a down arrow, 1 point. Immediately after an arrow, you want to look at the currency strength meter. If you guys are taking notes, okay? If you guys are taking notes, right, for up arrows, right? For up arrows, let me just click USDJPY, up arrow. For up arrows, if currency 1, which is the dollar, right? Currency 1, USDJPY, or the top pair is stronger, that's telling us price is going to go up. Okay, so up arrows, you want the top stronger. Euro USD, down arrow, we want the bottom stronger. So we have a down arrow, 1 point. Currency strength meter is in our favor, right? Because currency 2 is stronger, 2 points. Right? Now we're going to look to see, do we have a cross down? Yes, we do have a cross down. That's a 3rd point. Do we have a cross down, right? Yes, we do. That's a 4th point. These are your stochastic and RSI, right? That's 4 points. Now we can look at, are we hitting a Bollinger Band, right? Bollinger Bands are level of resistance and supports, but in this case, it'd be a resistance because we're going in for a sell. Yes, we are hitting the Bollinger Bands. That's 5 points. And this bonus points is, are we below the 200 EMA? Yes, we are, right? If you're below the 200 EMA, that's telling you that price is going to work down. And so right now it's just being a little stubborn, which is fine, right? I know it's going to go down. I know this is going to go down. I mean, this is smacking a ton of levels of resistance. I know that EU will work its way down. And so I actually might just roll this over one more time. We are 4-0 right now. We are 4-0, and I got a terrible entry. I got a huge shot down. So everybody, hopefully, if you guys are in this trade right now, type your entries in the chat. I mean, you guys should all be above like 229, 230. I think I actually called out 230. So I'm just going to roll this one more time. I'm just going to roll mine over one more time. I'm just going to roll it over one more time because I know this is going down. I know this is going down. Four and 230, 232, 231. Yeah, so you guys are all probably right on profit right now. So if you guys are 230, 231, I would not roll this over. Oh, there it goes. Of course, right when I roll it over, it tanks. But the only reason I wanted to roll this over one more time is because I truly believe it's going to drop. Right? And there it is. And there it is, because I just had a terrible entry. You guys look at this. It's Cash Trap. This thing might even just absolutely tank to like the 140s. But look at this. What's really cool is, like I said about the dollar, right? I guarantee you the dollar is gaining strength, right? Up arrow. Oh my gosh, this is amazing. This is amazing, you guys. Right? Let's go back. Right? Bollinger Bands.
You to go, Taylor.
Up arrow.
Thanks.
Cross up above the 200 EMA. That's a perfect indicator telling us that the dollar's gaining strength, right? If the dollar's gaining strength, what is Euro USD going to do? What is Euro USD going to do if the dollar is gaining strength? Type it in the chat. If the dollar is gaining strength on Euro USD, right? Euro USD, what is this pair going to do? Type it in the chat. Yes, Euro USD is going to go down, right? It's going to go down. Absolutely. Because look at this, you guys, right? Yes, we're in a little bit of consolidation right now, right? We might get a little movement up, but this is exactly why I wanted to roll it over one more time, is because we're getting this little wave here, right? And we got this massive bearish candle, which tells me that we might get a little movement up, or we're going to get another bearish candle, and this thing's going to absolutely tank, right? Yes, we're getting a little bit of an up arrow here. But yes, look at the currency strength meter, below 200 EMA. Yes, this thing's going to drop. This is going to drop. So, this is fun. If you guys have learned something on today's call, because, you know, obviously making money is fun and it's crucial. But if you guys learning is also, you know, half of the part, right? Learn and earn. If you guys have learned something, type some ones in the chat. If you guys have learned something today, type some ones in the chat. Let's go. So I see a lot and a lot and a lot of ones. So there are a ton of ones. And so don't flatline on us. And so you guys right now, right, Euro USD is kind of just stuck in this area. And that's good because it tells us that it does not want to go up. Right? It's just telling us that it just does not want to go up. Come on, don't break the brokers right now. And so, let's see here. This one's gonna take. I'm just checking the chat from you guys. But yes, we are officially 4-0 right now with one open. We are officially 4-0, and it is getting spiky. It is getting spiky. So you guys can see that we are in and out of profit down here. There must be a ton of people on because the brokers are starting to crash, starting to give us a hassle. But that's fine because guess what? I know this is going down, you guys. It's just, it's not if, it's just when. And that's why I rolled it over again. So, but, you know, what I can do is, you know, we still do have about 10 more minutes. So what I can actually do with you guys is let's just go over the daily compound calculator. All right. So this is why you know, risk management and taking low risk trades is crucial, everybody. Because let's say you know you're brand new in the academy, right? And you've never seen this, right? If you guys start in your account with $500, right? My goal is to teach you every single day how to grow your account, you know, 1 to 2% a trade, 4 to 5% a session, right? Some educators try to target 8%, some try to target 4%. You know, I like to just go 4 or 5% a session, okay? So let's say you're brand new, right? And you grow your account 5% every session for the first 30 days. Okay. So it's yes, and let's just break it down, right? If you start an account, actually let me calculate this first, okay? In your first month, you should compound your account at minimum $500 to $2,100. Okay. And let me break this down for you. So on day one, all you guys are trying to do is make $25. That is it. You're only trying to make $25. Okay, let's go over to our platform. $25, right? And on day one, if you guys start with $500 in your account, right? 2% would be $10, right? Okay, so you're gonna profit, you know, depending on what trade. Guys, EU is tanking, right? It's not if, it's when. Let's go, baby. Type some tanks in the chat. Look at that. absolutely tanked, you guys. We are like 54 points in profit.
Man, I just want to
But let's get back to it, okay? If you guys are brand new, right, you're risking 2% of trade, which is $10. Your profit is $7. You have to win about 4 trades. So on your first day, all you have to do is win 4 trades, and that's your percentage. Okay, if you guys do want to risk a little higher, and you want to risk $15, look at that's 11. All you have to do is still win 4 trades, and that's your percentage for the day. But you guys, compound interest is the 8th wonder of the world. Albert Einstein said, right? He said, if you can understand how compound interest works, if you can understand how slow compound interest will get your account big, you can make a lot of money. But you have to trust the process. You can't emotionally trade. You can't emotionally get invested. You guys, look at this breakdown, right? Day 1, all you're trying to do is make $25. All right, it's gonna try and kick me out an ad right here. But by day 13, you're trying to make $43, $44. By day 30, you're making $100. But you guys, let's look long term. Right? If you guys were to jump on one trading session 4 days a week for a full year, one trading session 4 days a week for a full year, that's 208 sessions, okay? Look at this compound growth. You turn your account to over $1 million at 5%, okay? But let's just say that you take some trades on your own. Some of the educators, have about 80% win ratio. Let's say you win about 75 to 76% of those setups. You're still going to compound your account from $500 to $750,000. And the breakdown is right here, right? I'm not saying these results are guaranteed, but the breakdown is right here. All right, let's say that you're a little bit new to trading, but you can only grow your account 3%. Over the next year, you guys, you'll still compound your account from $500 to $42,000, right? Results aren't guaranteed, but here's the breakdown, right? By day 65, you're trying to make $100. By day 100, you're making $279, right? And I recommend going through and printing this off, right? Just printing this off. You guys, look at this setup right now. This is amazing. Look at that, right? I said the dollar was going to gain strength. What happened? Gain strength. What happened to Euro USD? Let's give them a call, but guess what happened? Tanked. So hopefully you guys are clearing soon. If you guys are having fun and learning something, type some $signs in the chat. I'm having fun. I am having fun. Let's see here. So I got about 5 minutes. Let's play some music. Play some timber, baby.
This unforgettable vacation memory. It didn't actually begin here. This memory.
The website, some people are asking what the website is. It is compounddaily.org. Type in the chat. All right, let's go EU. This thing's gonna maybe move up a little bit here, you guys. This might move up a little bit because look at that. I just drew that in resistance here on Cash Trap, right? It might work up a little bit, but in the next couple of seconds, it's gonna reject off of this resistance and just continue pushing down, right? It's gonna continue pushing down. So let's go, let's pray, let's get some big bust downs. Let's go, baby. Got these ads on YouTube.
Like, what the f is in your mug?
So leave it behind, 'cause we have not to get away. So come on and fly with me as we make a great escape. So baby, don't worry, you are my only, you won't be lonely. Even if the sky is falling down, you'll be my only, no need to worry. Baby, are you down, 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 down? Baby, are you down, 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 down? Even if the sky is falling down, just baby, come on, bring your body next to me. I'll take you away, baby. Away. So leave it behind, 'cause we have not to get away. So come on and fly with me as we make a great escape.
Come on, baby, big push downs, big push downs, baby. Come on, let's go.
You won't be lonely, even if the sky is falling down. You'll be my only, no need to worry. Baby, are you down, 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 down?
All right, this is gonna be way too close. Hopefully you guys got that higher entry. It's just absolute. I don't know why we got this big momentum up, but this thing's gonna take. But I am not gonna clear this, you guys. But we are officially 4-1 on the call. We are officially 4-1. This is an amazing setup again, but I'm really don't want to take it. It's already been my hour, but this is an amazing setup. Tanking. This is an amazing setup. But yes, I don't think I'm going to take this personally.
Load it. Best of luck,
I
bro.
want to. I just don't think I will. But hopefully you guys cleared way before me. Arrow. Let's see. Type in. Actually, take it. Let's take it. Let's take it. There we go. Take. I just took it. I typed it in the chat for you guys. EURUSD. I just typed it in the chat. I took it. There we go. Oh, wow, you guys, look at that. Came down to timing, right? We had the new 5. I cleared right before the 5. So hopefully you guys were able to close after the 5 on Go Live. Hopefully you guys were able to clear. Yeah, so I mean, a lot of people cleared. Like I said, I cleared right before the new 5, right? right before the new 5, and that's why it absolutely shot up. New 5 open, tanked. So you guys, if you go to Cash Trap, look at that. Look at that. Down arrow, Bollinger Band, cross down, sell, 200 EMA, currency strength meter. Sheesh, sheesh. Holy cow. This is gonna be another 6 trade session. I never call out 6 trades. But right now we're 5 and 1, or 4 and 1. Right now we are 4 and 1. Right now we're 4 and 1. Another 6 trade session. But if you guys are securing the bag, having fun, type your entries, and also type what you are going in the chat. Type what you are going in the chat after you clear this EU. Let's wait for you guys to clear this EU so it just looks better on the record, so everybody can say they're 5 and 0 and 6 and 0. Let's go, let's go. So type in the chat what you guys are going. Let's see here, let's see here. Yeah, down arrow. I mean, EU is starting to work really, really, really fast. You guys are starting to see a lot of quick movements on EU. So I'm definitely going to be done after this. I'm definitely going to be done after this here on EU. I still believe it's going to tank, but you know, I'm going to be completely content with 5 and 1. So there we go. There we go. 5 and 1 officially on the session this morning. So type in the chat what you guys went. We have 5 and 0, 6 and 0, 6 and 0, 6 and 2, 4 and 1, 4 and 0, 5 and 0, 10 and 0, 11 and 1, 7 and 1, 8 and 0, 1 and 2, 6 and 2, 5 and 1. Let's go. Let's go, baby. 5 and 0, 4 and 0. All right. People secured the bag. Thank you guys for jumping on. Like I said, you know, I know a lot of people did clear that double or that rollover. You know, it just worked too far up for me, and then I just came down to timing, you guys. It's just a matter of when. It's just a matter of when. And so this was an amazing session. If you guys could please leave me a review on Go Live, I appreciate it. You know, I'm still in probation period, but it looks like everybody secured the bag. Please leave me a survey. Let me know some feedback. But I love you guys, and we will see everybody tomorrow morning. You know, Matt's not having sessions this week. He's kind of just taking a break off, but we will see you guys tomorrow morning for the Get Paid session. Maybe I'll make it a little extended session just because Matt's not having, but we will see how the market is moving. I love you guys.